Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So there actually has been a lot of news. If you tuned in last night, we talked about a lot of different topics. But let's get started. Today, we actually get jobs numbers back. And if you're paying attention to the jobs numbers, you should be thinking to yourself, wow, we could still have high jobs numbers, but we also have higher number of people on the street. So we should also be pairing that with employment numbers. When you do your review, take both of those numbers and look to see what's going on in your head. We're also seeing a pullback in consumer spending. So when I look at this economic information, I'm looking to see, well, could there be good timing for a rate decrease in July? There could be a case for that. There really could be a case for that. I don't think so, but there could be a really good case for that. I'm on the pessimistic side. I think we're not going to get one. If we don't, I'm well prepared to, take action. But if we do get one, imagine the timing, because JPMorgan is saying that Bitcoin is still soft. It's soft to the downside, which means that they're saying we have a couple more months of it being soft. Well, being that it's May, that would be the perfect timing for a July, decrease in interest rates by Jay Powell and the Fed, right? Wouldn't that be insane? Now, it sounds crazy, but the fact is that's kind of a big deal. That could actually happen. So I'm sitting back and I'm putting it all together and I can say, well, on the positive side, we get the rate increase. Whether Bitcoin is down up until that point in time or not, it would take off just like the stock market would. So I would think all of the cryptoverse would take off by then. Then you have all of that coming together, right? And then you would expect another rate increase. So you'd be looking at the economy taking off. I think that would be too soon. I think that would just be too soon to have a rate decrease at that point in time. I think you keep the rate level. You look at more economic data. Then you've got a stronger case for August or September, right? That would be even better timing, actually. Then what you have going on is, like I said, JPMorgan saying that, hey, Bitcoin's soft. What happens before then? Well, at some point in May, some point this month, we should get some kind of word. I think it's the 26th or something like that. Some kind of word back from the SEC on whether or not they're going to allow Ethereum spot ETFs. If you're paying attention to this story, you know that Michael Saylor says that's not going to happen. And I believe the same thing. I don't think it's going to happen because right now the SEC is fighting to say that Ethereum is a security. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying, you say Ethereum's a security, but that doesn't stop development. It doesn't explain, the ridiculous amount of decentralization that there is in the Ethereum space. So who are you actually yelling at? The main company that does the development? Why? They just write software. So you're going to go after them to say, well, you've been writing, software for an unregistered security. They'll just leave the country. And that would give the United States the right to be able to say, well, who do you go after? There's no sole person that controls Ethereum. There's no sole person that controls that whole ecosystem. So what do you do? So then you go to all the centralized exchanges operating in the United States and you say, you have to take off Ethereum and all of the other coins that are there. And then you have to say, what's the next step? You go after Solana and that whole ecosystem, Arbitrum, that whole ecosystem. You go after the whole ecosystem, thusly wiping out. I mean, think about this. This is not a crazy idea because you can see it happening in real time right now in the United States. So then you go after the rest of the ecosystems that are out there and you say that they're all the same. They're all securities. What does that serve? Everybody that's involved in crypto right now, I believe that everybody would just move to, another country with their crypto, not physically move, but digitally move to another country so they get to keep their crypto and do what they're doing and watch the United States lag compared to other countries. Just lag. You have whole regions. Look at Cardano and what they're doing with the Dubai Blockchain Center. They're promoting crypto in the Middle East and North Africa. They're promoting Web3 in those areas. Look at what else is going on in the Web3 space, just around the world. So in one fell swoop, Gary Gensler wants to wipe out crypto in the United States. He couldn't do it with Bitcoin, couldn't do it with XRP. And now he wants to do it to Ethereum. What purpose does that serve? How does that serve the public? Who is he protecting? Those would just be really big questions for me. Come here, Stitchy. Come here. I know you want your huggies. I know. Sorry. So, looking at that, I'm kind of like, we're not going to get good news this month, from the SEC. SEC is going to pound their fist and they're going to declare, Ethereum a security until somebody grabs Gary Gensler, by the nape of the neck and says, hey, buddy, look at what you're disrupting right now. Look at what you're doing. Other countries are going to surpass us in so many different ways, right? So why? What are you getting out of this? What's the point? And then, I'm looking at SocialFi and how does social pair with Web3? As a technologist, I think it's just too much. I think if you want to go social with Web3, you're developing spaces in, the metaverse. You're not chatting. You're not typing and chatting. You're putting on your goggles and you go into the metaverse. It's a different kind of SocialFi, right? Different kind of social networking, that kind of thing. So I don't know that SocialFi in its current state, I'm joining the debate because I don't know that SocialFi in its current state works, right? So somebody hit me up. Let me know what your thoughts are on SocialFi. I'm sorry, Stitchy just wants his pets. Then you have Pantera Capital out of nowhere. And they're not the only ones, right? Pantera Capital is or has invested in Toncoin. Tens of millions. That's a big deal for the now number 10, either number 9 or number 10 by market cap. They bunny hopped Cardano, or it bunny hopped Cardano. Not that far away. I mean, the numbers are close. We'll see it in the numbers later. It's not that far away. And on the way, they could bunny hop Doge, right? But Toncoin is being used on a wide platform, on a big platform, Telegram. So even though I'm not a fan of Telegram, because it's not, let me rephrase. It's not that I'm not a fan of Telegram itself or Toncoin itself. I'm not a fan of a lot of the scammers, of any of the scammers on the platform. There seems to be just an aggregation of scammers on that platform. So I don't have an account. I might have set one up eons ago, but I don't use it. It's if I have one. I'm just not feeling that particular platform. But when you look at Toncoin and its rise, the reason why it's rising is because Toncoin is used on Telegram for products and services, that kind of thing. So they've got built-in trading, built-in real trades. This isn't meme stuff. This is built-in stuff that people are actually doing. And I'm like, yeah, from a business perspective, that's not bad. That's not bad. So if you're holding a bag of Toncoin, I'm not going to be mad at you. I just don't like certain elements that are, that seem to gravitate toward Telegram. That's how I should have said it from the beginning. The Cardano Foundation, like I was saying before, Cardano Foundation got with the Dubai Blockchain Center, and they want to bring, Web3 into that space in a huge way. And we're talking about the Middle East, North Africa. They want to bring it over there in a huge way. And this is big news for Cardano fans. So pay attention to that. I'm expecting some things to happen over there. That it's not just, introducing blockchain into the region. It's the usefulness of blockchain in the region. So I want to see what comes of that. Everybody says, "Oh, Cardano sleeping." Not so much. Cardano's actually got a lot going on. Then you have the Tokyo government basically looking into Web3 and tokenization in a major fashion, especially tokenization. So that whole RWA space is blowing up in a big way because Tokyo is saying, hey, we're looking to subsidize companies that are doing this. To say what now? So if you're a company, then if you want to start a company doing tokenization, Tokyo could be your hub. Tokyo could be your hub. The yen is in decline, but Tokyo, Japan is still a powerhouse, right? So you probably want to pay attention to that. Those are really big things that I would be saying, yeah, probably want to see that. Probably want to see that. So again, today is a big economic day with the jobs report coming out, and we should be paying attention to that. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So let me just refresh this screen. I haven't refreshed it in about 15 minutes. There you go. So looking at the numbers, who's down? Right there. That's it. Just one line. Geo Bowden is down 9%. I only follow it because I think it's funny. Now, it's down a lot because when I started reporting on this about a week ago, it was at 444 million as a market cap. Now it's down to 282. That's a precipitous fall. The other one I think has fallen even more. So we'll see what's up with that. Because remember, these are out of the top X coins. These are out of the top 250 coins. These are the 25 losers and 25 winners out of the top 250 coins. Yeah, I don't go beyond that really. I could in my report, but why? I have other sources that will tell me about up and coming coins, up and coming projects. I keep my feelers out there. So that's not what I'm paying attention to. Is there anybody else that I'm paying attention to on here? Not really. Then let's go look at the winning side, and it goes all the way down to about here. We can call these you can call anything at 5% and below the honorable mention space, and there's nobody really there that I'm paying attention to. Brett, that new coin, 61% off its all-time high at $283 million as a market cap. They're up 6%. Let's see who else. Hedera is up 7%. Ooh, that's nice. Because the other day, you want to know what I did? I bought back into Hedera. I had sold it, right? And then I got back in. So I'm thinking maybe now is a good time to actually take some profit now that it's up 7%. Pepe is up, if you're paying attention to the altcoins. Immutable is up 8%. Pendle is up 9%. These are things that I'm paying attention to. Toncoin up almost. It was up 10% before, only 30% off its all-time high. It's at $18 billion as a market cap. I'm telling you, they have real transactions that are happening on there. Bonk is up 12%. That's nuts. Arweave, good move, 15% upward mobility. I like that. I really do like that. Arweave is my choice. I told you, one of my friends is involved in that. The Fear and Greed Index, I thought would go higher than 48, but we're at least in low neutral territory, so I'm all right with that. We were 43 yesterday, so I'm okay with that. What else is there? You still have a drop of $5 billion, about $4.1 billion in total value locked, right? I think we were at 114 the other day. So total value lock being at 109.99, basically 110. Not great, but at least we're still over 100. I'm happy about that. I'll take that as a win. Let's see. We're still at the low end of my blue band right here. I'd rather not be within the blue band, but we are. Again, my blue band goes from 57,686 to 63,714, and we're still operating in that space. Hopefully we'll come back up. Stitch, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. I'm working. So what else do we have? If you're looking at everything from the big board, you can see what's actually going positive. We have a healthy mix. We really do have a healthy mix. Bitcoin still not getting above that 60 just yet. Ethereum having a hard time with 3,000. I touched it a couple of times, but still having a hard time maintaining. But again, look at Toncoin, up a lot. HBAR up a lot. I had gotten in, so I might want to see if I want to shave some profit again. That could be a thing. That could really be a thing. Solana is actually doing pretty decently well. When it's under 140, I'm kind of like, I should just keep buying on that one. I should just keep going. Immutable is still killing it. Pay attention to these things. People are like, oh, gaming is not a big deal, in Web3, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing. Pay attention. Don't sleep on that. I think it really is growing. It really is a big deal. Looking at it just from a numbers perspective, you can see we're down a lot. We're down a lot. 39% year to date, 30% year to date for Ethereum and Bitcoin for Bitcoin and Ethereum respectively. BNB chain. I've been telling you guys to pay attention to BNB chain. Major fashions. It's still up 80% year to date. Solana, only 34%, only. Still positive. Next one up. Freaking Dogecoin is still up 47% year to date. Better if you bought only 90 days ago, but year to date it's 47%. Now, when I'm looking at the latest moves, like I said, Toncoin is making the biggest moves. I mean, in the past hour, it's dropped, right? But right now, if you're looking at the 24-hour, it's up almost 8%, 120%, 127% year to date. Again, I'm telling people, pay attention to those rhythms. Everything moves in a rhythm. Everything moves in a rhythm. Start paying attention to those rhythms, and you start to see who's being positive and who's not. And there's Shiba Inu quietly just doing its thing. Quietly doing its thing. 119% year to date. I'm not going to be mad about that. I can feel comfortable sitting there and letting it rock. I really can. I really, really can. Polkadot has not moved in a positive fashion in a little bit. Am I expecting it to when everything else grows? Yes, but I think I'd probably hop into Bitcoin Cash. I just really do. Could Polkadot do something in the future? Could. Do your own research. Look to see what it is, but it's not making me jump for joy right now. Neither is Polygon. Polygon's not making me jump for joy, but I still am a Polygon freak. I still love Polygon, even though it's down 26% year to date. So while a lot of other coins are flying high, Polygon is still hurting. Polygon needs some positive news, and that's all I can say about it. Nearcoin, if you're looking at it year to date, Near Protocol is actually making some noise at 68%. Again, outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. I say these numbers because I want you guys to pay attention to, yes, you should be dumping into, Bitcoin on a regular basis. Just keep adding to that pile, adding to that bag. But when you look at other coins, when you start looking at other coins, look to see who's outperforming who and in what space. So those are my thoughts for today. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note, drop me a thanks, drop me anything. It makes me feel good and helps me keep this thing going. The other one is, if you have good critiques, not criticism, but critiques that can help me make it better for you, please let me know. And don't forget, we do have our members call later on today at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to join and take part in that call, we have really lively discussions about things. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.